Daqing Oilfields Company Limited is a large state-holding enterprise of CNPC, China National Petroleum Corporation. Its history stretches back to 1959, when Daqing Oilfield was discovered. Daqing Oilfields Company Limited was established in 2000 after restructuring of DPAB, Daqing Petroleum Administrative Bureau, and now a wholly owned subsidiary of PetroChina. As the major assets of Daqing Oilfields Company Limited, Daqing Oilfield is also the largest oil and gas production base in China and one of the few super-large sandstone oil fields in the world. The exploration region covers the whole Heilongjiang province and 20 basins, including Hailar in Inner Mongolia and Tedong Block in the Tarim Basin. After over 50 years of production, the company comprises 54 subsidiaries and employs 260,000 people. As the operator of Daqing Oilfield, the company is mainly engaged in 8 major business sectors, which involve oil field exploration and development, integrated engineering and technical services, engineering and construction, equipment manufacturing, petrochemical infrastructure, community logistics services, and diversified businesses. Daqing Oilfields Company Limited operates over 90,000 production and injection wells. It has maintained daily production of 1 million barrels per day for 27 years from 1976 to 2002, and daily production of 0.8 million barrels per day for now. The oil recovery factor in the major reservoirs has exceeded 50%, and the accumulative oil production is over 14.6 billion barrels, accounting for over 40% of China's total onshore crude oil production in the same period. Its oil production, taxes turned over to the state, and oil recovery factor are ranked the first among domestic oil fields. China National Industry Awards, China's Most Innovative Company, and other honorary titles have been granted to Daqing Oilfields Company Limited. In research and development, Daqing Oilfields Company Limited continuously promotes scientific and technical innovation and implements the strategy of 1 generation for research, 1 generation for reservation, and 1 generation for application, namely, research for 15 years ahead, test for 10 years ahead, and develop integrated technologies for 5 years ahead. So far, more than 8,900 scientific research achievements have been made, including 120 achievements at the state level and more than 2,500 national patents. Daqing Oilfields Company Limited has established 4 research institutes specialized in oil field exploration and development, oil fields construction design, oil field drilling and production engineering, 5 research and development bases such as water flooding and EOR, 15 major technology labs, a postdoctoral workstation at national level, an online learning college, and 12 training centers. In oilfield exploration, Daqing Oilfields Company Limited has independently designed and developed a series of integrated exploration technologies for the lithological reservoirs and deep volcanic gas reservoirs in large depression lacustrine basins and complex faulted basins. By the end of 2011, the cumulative proven oil in place had been 46.2 billion barrels, and the cumulative proven gas in place had been 11.3 trillion cubic feet. In oilfield development, Daqing Oilfields Company Limited has developed a series of technologies regarding continental petroleum geology and heterogeneous large-scale sandstone oil field production, such as the world-leading technologies of water flooding by zone and polymer flooding. Integrated oil field development and adjustment technologies, water locating and plugging technologies, and EOR technologies have been applied in overseas markets. Additionally, Daqing Oilfields Company Limited is an industrial leader domestically in comprehensive services of oil and gas field development planning, front-end engineering, design and optimization, oil production engineering design, oil and gas production, and oil field management. In integrated engineering and technical services, Daqing Oilfields Company Limited owns the largest capacity of onshore petroleum engineering technology services in China and Grade A certification for drilling engineering. It can perform drilling, well logging, cementing, mud logging, and other technical services for various wells up to 7,000 meters in depth and provide seismic data acquisition, processing, and interpretation under all kinds of surface conditions. It can annually complete drilling of over 7,000 wells with a total drilling footage of 10 million meters, mud logging of 1,500 wells, cementing of 7,500 wells, well logging of 12,000 wells, well testing of 72,000 times, production testing of 400 layers, preparation of 5,000 wells, workover of 4,000 wells, fracturing of 5,500 wells, and acidizing of 1,000 wells. By now, it is one of the largest drilling contractors in China and the largest drilling contractor in Iraq, Sudan, South Sudan, and Mongolia. Additionally, it has provided technical services in the United States, Venezuela, Indonesia, Kazakhstan, Iran, Libya, Mozambique, Egypt, and so on. In engineering and construction, Daqing Oilfields Company Limited owns more than 100 patents, dozens of complete technologies and proprietary technologies. It can provide services such as engineering design and consultation, engineering survey, construction, supervision, and testing. It has been listed on top 225 international contractors, top 60 China national contractors, and top 100 enterprises in China's construction industry consecutively for years. It possesses Grade A certification for engineering design, surveying and mapping, construction consultation, costing consultation, and petroleum and petrochemical EPC projects. It has undertaken many design and construction projects, such as China West-East Gas Pipeline, China-Russia Crude Oil Pipeline, Muhe-Daqing Section, Dalian Petroleum Reserve Storage in China, Oil Gas Mixing Transportation Pipeline, Storage Tank and Oil and Gas Processing Plant in Kazakhstan, Bangladesh Natural Gas Pipeline Project, and Turkmenistan Natural Gas Pipeline Project. As an EPC contractor, it has finished Tashang Oil Gathering and Transmission Station in China, Central Processing Station in Halfaya Oil Field, and the Al Adab ground construction in Iraq, and the South Tamsag Pilot Test Station in Mongolia. In equipment manufacturing, Daqing Oilfields Company Limited is striving for high-end, digital and green petroleum equipment manufacturing. It is Asia's largest and the world's third largest pumping unit manufacturer, and also the largest artificial lifting equipment and service supplier in China. It can produce 30 series and more than 600 types of petroleum engineering products, including sucker rod pumping units, ESP, and perforating apparatus. Among them, ESP production ranks top 3 in the world. Sucker rod pumping units, ESP, and performing apparatus have been widely used in 26 countries, such as the United States, Canada, Sudan, Oman, Indonesia, and Kazakhstan. Meanwhile, Daqing Oilfields Company Limited has both integrated infrastructure system and complete community servicing system, such as electricity generation and distribution, water supply for oil field production and civil use, sewage treatment, telecommunication, material supply, fire control, technical inspection, and supervision. Daqing Oilfields Company Limited has formed unique corporate culture, including enterprise's philosophy of caring for energy, caring for you. The core management ideology of faith, innovation, achievements, harmony, and safety. The idea for science and technology of limited resources, unlimited science and technology. The idea for innovation of surmount authority, surmount predecessors, surmount ourselves. The idea for quality of guarantee quality under the guidance of Daqing spirit, and the HSE idea of safety first, environment foremost, and people oriented. The excellent traditional working styles, such as Daqing spirit and Ironman spirit, have been cultivated. Daqing Oilfields Company Limited is building itself into an internationalized enterprise with business in 28 countries. At present, it conducts more than 120 overseas projects annually in North Africa, Middle East, South America, Middle Asia, and Southeast Asia. It has established over 20 branches abroad and held a good cooperation with many world-famous oil companies, such as BP, PDVSA, Pertamina, Chevron, Aramco, PDO, KNOC, KOC, GNPOC, and DNO. Through decades of efforts, Daqing Oilfields Company Limited has fulfilled the great leap forward development and become not only an oil and gas producer, but also a technical service and product supplier. Daqing Oilfields Company Limited actively fulfills its corporate social responsibilities. By means of investment and donation, it is committed to the development of Daqing. It actively participates in social welfare, charity, disaster relief and education, such as provided assistance to over 400,000 people nationwide, and donated money and clothing to the earthquake-hit people in Wenchuan, China. Abroad, it is committed to local social development, provides technical training and transfer, and gives top priority to local labor employment and local material procurement. It attaches great importance to public welfare in the countries where it provides services, actively provides disaster relief, and makes donations, such as raising money for purchase of medical equipment and cars, road construction and poultry farming in Venezuela, raising money for education, religion, and social welfare in Indonesia, providing food and supplies to flood-hit areas and earthquake-hit areas in Sudan and Peru, funding a kidney hospital and a computer center of University of Juba in South Sudan, funding sports centers and border guards in Mongolia, donating living materials to Iraqi communities. Nowadays, Daqing Oilfields Company Limited is striving for globalization and diversification to keep sustainable development. As a member of international petroleum circles, Daqing Oilfields Company Limited is extending her arms to welcome all partners and clients. Based on mutual benefit and win-win principles, Daqing Oilfields Company Limited is looking forward to seeing sincere cooperation with you. Together, we can create a brilliant future.